Welcome back to another reaction video. My name is JERiCK.
And I'm Felicia.
And we are back with another Filipino interviews in the streets.
What's the ideal beauty standard in the Philippines?
What do you think is the ideal beauty standard?
I know what the ideal beauty standard is because I have a whole squad of family who, I guess, well, it's funny. So there's me and my sister. My sister and I are mixed with half Italian. They both think that we're like, oh, wow, you're American because you have lighter skin and like you have different features. But the one big difference is my sister is skinny.
So they like skinny girls.
They like skinny, light skin, and like mixed, like mestiza. They want to see. It's almost like they don't like their features. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I have a feeling some of those things are going to be called out. Your complexion.
Yeah.
How you look, your physique.
So, I mean, it's been a while since I've lived in the Philippines. I was born there, lived there until I was 12. Even then, like, I was still young. So, like, I wasn't really, like, focusing too much on that. But from what I remember, they do like lighter skin. Not just girls, but both, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're probably right with your like
And
they
my
like more
sister.
like, I guess, slim.
Yeah, like thin frame. And even my sister, like my sister's texture of hair is different than mine. She has like the true, like thick, long, straight black
Like
hair.
not like thin.
And mine is like more fine. And I actually have like curls. I have wavy hair. And like the texture is just different. Like I can't just lay my hair down straight and it look like the person in the picture right now. But my sister has all of that, and she has more of a pointed nose. And that's been big with my family.
Nose is probably a thing in there too.
Yeah.
Like they like, I guess, is it like tall? Is tall
More
right
long?
word?
I feel like long because they
Like
say
it's longer nose.
longer, and
Instead
like
of, like-
mine's like in the middle. Like I still have like you can tell I think
Yeah.
like a smidge of an ethnic nose, but my sister I would say has more of the Italian nose, which is higher and long,
Yeah.
more long.
Well, that's just from our perspective.
Yeah, so
I mean, like,
curious to see.
obviously, it's been a while since I've been there, so things might have changed on what the actual standard
Right,
is.
that's true.
So this might be an interesting.
Hey guys, it's Marie from Asian Boss. You can see the diversity among Filipinos just in looks alone, with Chinese, Malay, and Spanish influences among many others. So with that being the case, what is considered beautiful to Filipinas? A tan or fair complexion? Do they prefer skinny or full-figured? We wanted to know.
Those are the two things we
ding,
just
ding,
described.
ding.
Those are the exact two
I
things that we
guess you
just
can't
talked
tell
about.
that I've experienced this. Jeez.
When was the last time you went to the Philippines?
The last time I went was in 2015.
Oh, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
No, so we
trying to get
asked
a tan.
Filipinas in Manila to find out.
Ano yung ideal facial features mo?
Siguro yung symmetrical, yung distance sa pagitan ng mga eyes, nose, ganun.
Mapayat yung mukha, tapos yun, hindi kita yung eyebags, ganun. Parang bright yung mukha niya lagi, ganun.
Singkit, maganda yung shape ng kilay, matakas yung ilong, walang
High
pimples.
bridged.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it is. High bridged nose.
Ganun.
Medyo pointed yung nose or meron siyang round eyes.
Morena skin po, tapos yung mata ng Filipina is hindi siya chinita, hindi rin siya masyadong malaki.
It's like she describing something else
Right.
than what the other ones are like
Right?
describing.
Yeah.
It's like it seems like she's describing like a real Filipina look, whereas a little bit more like she said morena, which is like more tan. And yeah, she said like not I guess slanted eyes, which is
Yeah.
you know,
She said their eyes, right?
yeah, I guess it's like more because that's the thing with Filipinos. It's like we're such a mixed look. There's Asian looking Filipinos, there's Spanish looking
Yep.
Filipinos, there's also like I guess white looking Filipinos. We're just kind of a mixed thing.
There's, like,
Matangos po
black-looking
ilong,
Yeah,
Filipinos,
that
too.
too.
It's like
maputi
Yeah, she's like
There you go.
she's
Yeah.
darker.
po onte, tapos
whiter skin.
masingkit-singkit yung mata, yun lang po.
Ano yung ideal height and weight mo?
For me, kasi syempre maliit ako. So gusto ko sana kahit mga 5'4", ganun. And then sa weight naman, okay na ako sa weight ko na 45.
Umabot lang ng 5'4", gano'n. Then, sa weight, kahit mag 43 na lang.
Wait, is she saying
Are they saying their
for
weight?
them or like their I
Well-
think they're talking about them, right? Not like their partner.
Well, no, I thought that the question was what is the ideal weight?
Oh, for like
Yeah.
beauty and
Yeah, and so they were saying, well, I'm already 5'4", so like being 99 pounds is fine or something.
that's kind of skinny.
Or
isn't
they
it?
were already short, so
I mean, like if
don't
you're, I
know.
mean, 5'4", you're kind of short, right? So like 99.
99 pounds?
Is that skinny?
Hell yeah, my sister is not 99 pounds, and she already looks stick thin. Even when she is like looking stick thin, she's
Yeah.
not 99 pounds. That is emaciated. Yeah, that's...
Kung height po siguro pag Filipino maliit kasi mga 5'4", 5'5",
Yeah, I
ganun.
feel like that's an
Mga
average
ano lang
height
That's
for
the
them.
other
48,
thing.
46.
What?
The height too, being taller.
Oh,
Been
like
big with my
more
family too.
attractive.
Yeah. But my sister's short, so I got that on her.
Ideal height ko is around 5'5" to 5'7". Then yung ideal weight is siguro mga 130. Ganun.
5'7", mga ganun. Kasi gusto ko flight attendant. And di talaga ako pinalad kasi kumpara sa iba. Matangkad na sila, tas 17 pa lang, matangkad na. Ako mag-18 na, pero ganito pa rin. Di nga ako umabot sa 5.
Ano yung
Damn, she's not even
Yes, I mean,
5. Damn.
But that's genetics too.
Yeah, like
I
you can't
mean,
control that.
what
It's
is your-
just
Yeah.
it's either you have it or you don't. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
it's true.
But yeah, I think that's the thing too. With becoming a flight attendant, you have to be in a certain height
I didn't know that.
because you have to be
because
able
you
to
have
reach.
to reach. Wow.
Like
Maybe
yeah.
that's why a lot of them wear heels though still.
Yeah,
if
but
that's just
still,
part
like
of
if
the
you're
attire.
like 5 foot and then you have to wear like a, like a 5-inch
6-inch
heels. Yeah, like that wouldn't be
Oh,
ideal.
it's too bad. Darn.
ideal body shape na gusto nyo?
Petite po, pag po Filipina. Kasi payata talaga yung mga Asian. Yan.
Parang may athletic na body, tas mayroon din sobrang sexy, gano'n. Siyempre, curve. Yung tawag doon? Coca-Cola shape yun.
Define po yung shoulders and then yung bust area po. And then define din yung pagkaliit ng waist nila.
Ano mas prefer mo, maputi or tan?
Tanned. Kasi, natural yun ng mga Pilipino eh. Kulay ng mga Pilipino. Kasi pag sa maputi, pag umitim ka, wala rin, pangat ka, no? Pag sa maitim, pag pumuti ako,
Wow. Okay, I clapped too soon for that. It's not how I thought it was gonna end. Oh my gosh. I have a story on this too.
what?
On being fair skinned. My mom's pretty dark. My mom's complexion is darker than Anthony's.
Really?
Yes. And my husband's black. And when we went to the Philippines, we're going to the market, we're shopping, and we're trying to find like lotion. And we start looking around. And he's like, what is all of this? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, why does this say like skin brightening or whitening? And I'm like, because people try to whiten their skin here.
That's a thing in Asia, actually.
And my mom still is a victim of it because I go into her bathroom sometimes and it's like papaya whitening lotion or whatever, whitening cleanser. And I'm like looking at my mom. I'm like, I know you've been doing this for 30 years now.
It's like it's not working.
You have a beautiful brown complexion, mother. We're going to accept it. And then when I went and I think my husband took it a little bit offensively too.
Yeah.
But then my family there, because I was like, I'm trying to get tan. So I have my tanning lotion out and they looked at me and they're like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're making a
Because
big deal.
you were trying to get darker?
I'm trying to get darker. They're trying to turn into snow. Give me the tan.
You know what it is?
I feel I'm too light right now. I hate.
You know what it is? It's like,
You want what you can't have.
I think a lot of it too is like social. I think it's social status.
Yeah.
Because if you're,
Yep.
if if you're lighter skin, that means you're not working in the field.
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of people like prefer or would want to have a lighter skin. Just so
You're
like,
very true.
like,
It
that
is.
means you're not working this really like like outdoor
Yeah.
field
You're
type of jobs.
That's true. That's
so it's
true.
more like social thing, not necessarily like
Social
I don't think
status.
like a race thing.
Well, no,
I mean,
no.
it's still
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
it still has the separation associated with it.
yeah.
But even when like in Hinog, there's a bank there, and it's even funny going into the bank because everybody else is like in the market, and like my family has their farms, and then you go into the bank, and then the girls working behind the bank, you can very clearly see that they're doing a lot to make their complexion lighter.
Wearing a lot of makeup.
Yes, but then you could tell that they just do that for work. And sometimes there's like that gap of where, oh, that's your skin color.
Yeah.
This is, so even in that sense, right, it's like you're trying to present this image because that's almost like the expectation. And that's too bad. Everybody's skin is beautiful.
Yeah.
Darker.
Sa
white.
generation kasi ngayon, parang ang definition ng beauty is pagiging flawless and then maputi, ganun.
Maputi. Kasi may timpo ko.
Ano mga ginagawa mong ways para ma-achieve mo yung maging maputi ka?
Hindi ako lumalabas ng bahay.
Ang iba nagpapaputi talaga, pero ako, kontento
we
na ako
just
sa
talked
kulay
about
ko.
this.
Kasi yun ang dinadala natin kulay natin kayo manggi.
Since nasa Pilipinas tayo, maganda yung tan kasi ito nga mainit yung bansa natin, di ba? Pag tan ka, ibig sabihin protektado ka sa araw. Nakikita ko kasi mas malaki.
That is very true.
Yeah, I was like, your skin, like your melanin production is a result of your environment. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
And then that's
sure
the thing too,
there's
is like she just said like if you're darker, that means you're protected in the sun. And I can kind of relate to that too, because like when I go to the beach here,
Yeah.
like I don't get as sunburnt as like compared to like the white people that
Right. Well,
like they have a hard time being on the sun for that long.
oh no,
Yeah.
absolutely. My dad is like that. My dad will become instant lobster, even if you put like SPF 50 on him. But I think that's also a misconception, which I did learn because I used to
Yeah, I
think
don't
that way
know.
too. Is I used to be like, oh well, I don't burn. Like I know I'm just gonna get tan. So sometimes I would purposely go out and not put suntan lotion or anything
so
because
you
I'm like, I just want to get tan because I know I'm not gonna burn, and if I do, it'll be quick, and then I'll like burn for the day, and then tomorrow I'm brown. But they say that's even worse because you think because of your darker complexion, you think it's protecting you, but it's not. You're still getting the same amount of like UV rays. So you still have to protect your skin. It's just I guess it reacts differently.
Yeah.
Skin.
Skin.
You're born with a certain skin. It's there's a
science.
reason.
So advantage pag
aside from
maputi ka. Kasi
genetics.
pag dito kasi, pag maputi ka, sasabihin nila maganda ka na. Babilisan lang dahil lang po sa skin color.
Sa mga TV shows, sa TV, paano pinapakita yung Filipina beauty?
Yung sa kulay nila, tapos yung natural look nila.
Dito kasi parang mas ina-advertise pa nila yung pagiging maputi. Di ba, madami nagpapaglutam, madami nagpapa-injection dito. Kaysa sa pagiging tan.
Actually, sa marketing, inaaral namin siya na sa commercials usually, papamukha sa'yo ng marketers na, na ang pangit mo. So you have to be like this, you have to...
And I don't think this is like specific to the Philippines. I think this is everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like
absolutely.
when it comes to selling products, beauty products, like they make you feel like you ain't shit and you're ugly just so you have to buy
You're like,
this
I
thing.
need that. I need that.
So I don't think this is specific in the Philippines.
be like that. So, ganon. Parang they're setting a new standard kung ano yung, para ma-offer yung products.
Kala may pera ka talaga. 100 yan bago makapag-beauty. Hindi naman natin kasi likaya kasi may budget sila Tayo wala tayong budget Di ba?
Wala akong makita sa TV commercial na nag-promote sa Filipina skin natin.
Bakit sa commercial dito sa Pilipinas, puro fair yung nakikita natin?
Kasi yun nga yun talaga yung gusto ng mga Pilipina, pumuti eh. Samantala dun sa ibang bansa naman gusto nila tan, no?
Yeah.
Kasi po malinis
Yeah, because over here, I feel like people want to be tan
Yeah,
here.
they want the brands. But then they want like the fake tan. Now you're orange. And you still don't look right. So
You look like an
everybody's
orange.
got to stop trying.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, fuck it, dude. Just like rock whatever you got.
Embrace what you have.
Exactly.
daw tignan. Yun daw po yung sabi nila.
Oh, fair
Sinong
skin
female
looks
celebrity
cleaner.
ang idol mo sa kagandahan?
Si Nadine Lustre.
Bakit?
Kasi alam mo yun,
pretty.
body figure niya, tapos
Yeah, she's
yung kulay niya, kahit na siya, morena siya, proud na proud pa siya na ganun yung balat niya. Yung itsura po ni Julia Barreto tsaka ni Sophia Andres.
Ooh, I like
The
Julia.
one on the left is really pretty.
Yeah, I
too.
like Julia Barreto. She's an actress. Yeah, I like her a lot. She's cute. I don't know who the other one is on the right.
Ano yung mga features nila na gusto mo?
Simple lang po. Tapos yung kahit wala silang makeup, ang lakas pa rin ng dating nila.
Ann Curtis.
Bakit si Anne?
Kasi sabi ko yun, sa skin
I think she's half
color,
Australian.
may halo siyang lahi.
Yeah, I feel like a lot
Ang
of
name niya is Ann Curtis Smith. So yung dad niya is foreigner.
Most commonly po naiinggit ka talaga. Kasi syempre pag may may halong banyaga na iba na yung
There you
itsura
go.
talaga. Iba
Yeah.
yung
All right, from your perspective, Felicia, being a mix.
Yes.
I mean, you talked about it earlier.
Well, I mean, growing up in America, it doesn't really have an impact on you, right? Because,
That's true. I think like everybody's
But
just
I think having a mom who is full Filipino, who had mixed kids and is the only one from her family that got out of the Philippines and then ended up having mixed children, you know what I mean? Sometimes my sister and I were almost like presented as like a
prize.
like a trophy, you know what I mean? So, and even when I was really, really young, like I did like modeling and stuff like that. And I don't know what it was because growing up, I was super, super brown, like ridiculously brown. I show people
Right?
pictures and they're like, there's no way. And I'm like, that is me. For whatever reason, like after 13, white as snow. But then I started doing modeling and my mom would send photos there. And then it's like, oh, you can be an artista. Like you should go to the Philippines. Like we'll send you there. And
Did you ever think about it?
I because it was talked about so much. Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, send me there. Like I'll go be an whatever. Go be in the
Make it
artista,
an
like be in
actress,
the
celebrity.
actress or do something. And then even too, because we have so much family there and they see us, they're like, wow, you're so pretty. Blah. But then you get there, right? And you are super pretty. But even between, like I said, between me and my sister, she's the skinny one. And even then when I went, I wasn't fat or anything. I was like normal body.
Yeah.
Like they would still favor her because she had all of it. And then I remember though too, it's like you get praised because you're American, you get praised because you have some certain features, but the ones that you don't have, you'll still get, I don't want to say like made fun
Judged.
of, but judged.
Yeah.
Because there was like we were in the market in where my mom's home is at, and they were doing a lineup for whatever reason, like my family, and they were like separating like the bigger girls from the smaller ones.
For real?
Yeah, and then they grabbed me and they're like, "Oh, you're over here because you have like the fuller figure." And my husband looked at me and was like, "Is this acceptable?" And I was like,
Yeah?
let it go, please let it go." Like, oh my God. Well,
Yeah, culture is just like
it makes
Yeah,
it
it's just
hard
different.
because I think that's anywhere, right? The standards of women, it's completely skewed because of media.
yeah.
And it just makes it difficult for a lot of women, I think, to enjoy their bodies and love who they are because you're always not good enough, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And then when I went to some family, it was in Cebu, and they had my modeling pictures up. Like
yeah?
a freaking shrine.
Wait, how old were you in this?
I was 14 in the pictures, but when I visited, I was, almost 20?
Where did they put your pictures?
Like next to, you know how they have like the Jesus and close by,
You Jesus.
there was a shrine. I don't want to say shrine, but there was a lot of pictures of my modeling one because I'm sure they want to show them off. And then years have passed. I still looked cute, but I didn't look like those modeling pictures because I was 14 and 5 years has gone by. And so they're like disappointed. Oh, but look, this is how you look. And I'm
How
like,
you're supposed to look.
I'm like, throw me off the boat. I should have thrown myself off the boat trying to get over here. God.
Yeah.
It's interesting, and it's hard to, you want to accept it. Like, you've been conditioned to accept it. Mm-hmm. And then when you have somebody else who sees it and tells you it's wrong, now I'm conflicted. I don't know what to do. Put me in a blender.
Features, yun po.
Kung kayo, magkakaroon kayo ng chance, halimbawa, maging half-breed ng ibang lahi, ano ang gugustuhin nyo, saka bakit?
Siguro sa akin po, British. Kasi matangos ng ilong, yung mata nila sobrang ganda, tapos yung katawan talaga, tsaka matatangkad.
American.
Bakit?
Nagandaan lang ako sa mata nila, tapos sa kulay ng buhok. Ay,
Korean. Kasi di ba nga maganda yung mga skincare products ng mga Korean. Ginagamit din ng mga Pilipino. Kasi
Classic.
syempre naiingit tayo sa sa maganda, dun sa pamputi nilang Kasi dahil gusto ko ganito kakinis yung mukha ko. Ito yung mga gagamitin ko. Yun.
Ano yung part ng Filipina beauty ang pinaka-proud ka?
Yung sa eyes. Kasi even though may Chinese blood ako, hindi siya, mas nagiging dominant yung Filipino blood dahil sa mata ko. So,
Kulay.
Bakit?
Kasi Morena is the new beautiful.
Maganda ngayon kasi nababago na siya. Na hindi na siya, porket maganda ka porket maputi ka, maganda ka na. Mas tinitingnan na nila yung overall qualities. Ayun.
Sa akin, kasi minsan hindi mo makita eh. Siguro para sa akin, yung values po. Hindi mo naman kasi kailangan ng maraming pera para maging maganda ka. Basta maganda ugali mo, maganda kalooban mo, maganda ka na para sa mga tao.
How did
Who
you
are
find
you?
their answers, and what surprised you the most? Do some of their answers match what is beautiful in your country? Let us know in the comments below. For more
Yeah.
Wow. That was very relatable.
Yeah, it's
I like how they ended it too.
Yeah, you gotta end it with like a lighter
A
note.
lighter note.
Yeah, it's very
man.
interesting because sometimes like I feel like a lot of people gravitate towards like something that's more like foreign to them when it's not like normal.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So it's like, oh, like you're something else.
Yeah.
Like it's more attractive because you're different.
Yeah. You always want what the other side
like-
appears to be. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think that's where media comes into play, especially social media, because you look at other people's lives and you're like, oh, I want that. And so you see how they look and everybody starts looking the same. And so you're like, I
Yeah.
need to look like that just to keep up. But it's interesting. I would like to watch more that do focus on like the culture around beauty standards for Filipinos, because that's
Yeah.
been such a huge like part of my life, to the point where it's like my whole life I feel like I've strived to be skinny, and I think just genetically I don't think I
harder.
can. And even when I was at my thinnest, because I have more wider hips and I couldn't fit into a small size, I still thought I was like humongous. But then you look at the photos and you're like, damn girl, you were hella skinny though. You were skinny, and then when you're skinnier, your mom gives you more compliments. So darn.
That sounds like a different conversation.
No, I think it's more common. Like, I think that's pretty much standard.